What's up, guys? Welcome back to Let's Play Dishonored! Last time we kidnapped the crap out of Anton Sokolov, and he's ours for the taking. We can do whatever we want with him. We have evil plans in mind right now. Actually, we're not going to do a damn thing to him. We're just going to sit there and watch.
Guess we all have at that. Well done, Corvo. Well done. I doubt a dozen soldiers could have done it better. Sokolov's knowledge will enable us to strike at the Lord Regent directly, and ultimately help you get your life back. Soon, we won't have to hide in the shadows. The royal physician is brilliant, but he was a fool to protect the Lord Regent. Sokolov gave us the elixir, the war machines. He could have made us a great nation. Now he pays the price for siding with a tyrant. You have my thanks, sir. If you wish to get some sleep, now is a good time.
Alright, yet another mission without a hitch. We're gonna go ahead and get some rest, and our business with Sokolov will continue tomorrow. Like I said, if you chose not to get some sleep, you could take that time to go get items and whatnot, maybe get some more runes and bone charms. Check your heart every time you come back to the pound pits. Because new runes and bone charms will be available sometimes.
Callista will come get me when she's done with her bath. Thanks, Corvo. It makes me feel better.
Don't worry, Emily. You're always safe with me. Picked up some more sleeping darts there. That's nice. That way I don't have to buy them. Ooh, look. So I guess that's a bribe we get from, well, not really a bribe, but it's a reward we get from Trevor Pendleton for saving the lives of Custis and Morgan for dealing with them in a non-lethal way. So that's nice. I appreciate the game doing that. Speak of the devil.
I hope Sokolov will cooperate. I'd hope to have him paint my portrait again one day. Just me this time.
Right.
Royal physician, I believe you and Corvo knew each other in former days. Unlike you, our friend Corvo knows what loyal...
Basically, to sum up, the business we have with Sokolov, or at least the first business we have with Sokolov, not only is he a powerful ally to the Lord Regent, so we needed to eliminate him for that reason, just take him out of the picture, not necessarily kill him, but he also has information on us about our next target. Someone very, very close to the Lord Regent with a lot of information about him that could potentially cripple him. His mistress.
You are mistaken if you think there's love between me and our Lord Regent. But whatever you intend to do here, I assure you, I am beyond petty scare tactics.
If I don't scare you, Sokolov, perhaps these rats will. Even if they don't carry blade. I've heard of a swarm of rats stripping a child's body to the bone in half a minute. I've heard worse. How long do you think it'll be before you talk? Beg to talk.
Rats? Is that the company you keep now, Admiral?
It's the company you keep that interests us, Sokolov. We know you painted a portrait of the Lord Regent's mistress, the very aristocrat who is funding the military with her fortune. She is the key to the Lord Regent's control over the city, and we must have her name.
Sorry, Admiral. I cannot help you. You're part of this rabble, but I know you have your reasons.
Yes, he does. All we need is the name of the Lord Regent's mistress. It's very simple.
I elect not to tell you. You will have to force the words from me, and I warn you, my willpower is quite legendary.
Feast on his flesh.
Sorry, Sokolov.
Now, I know if you pick the second option, I believe,
Stop!
it gives you the opportunity to do like a side quest to get him to cooperate. But I don't actually have never done that, so I don't know what the reward for that actually is. I feel bad for not knowing that. But I usually don't want to waste time on that because this is the most direct route, and you get the outcome anyway. I don't have the patience to screw around with your kind, honestly. And neither do the rats, for that matter.
I was to be introduced to her at a masked ball in her honor this very night. But I will miss that party, it seems.
A masked ball at the Boyale Estate. Tonight? The timing is perfect, Corvo. But the Boyles are wealthy and ruthless, so security will be very tight.
Of course. You already have a mask, don't you, Corvo?
Yes, you will be able to mingle with them once you're on the grounds. You'll have to find out which of the Boyale women is connected to the Lord Regent, and take her out whatever way you can devise. We're very close now. Corvo, if you do this tonight, we'll be able to strike at the Lord Regent himself and put Emily on the throne. May the wind favor you.
Alright, so our next mission is now available.
Little bash tonight. I have just a tiny favor I'd like to ask you. Could you give this note to Lord Shaw? You'll know him. A rather brusque man wearing a wolf's mask. In fact, he may be looking for me.
Okay, so we have our destination set in mind. We're going to go crash the Boyale family's party, and they're a very rich aristocratic family with a lot of power. I'm not really sure what they do, but I guess if you read up on them in the books, you'll see what their importance is to the city. We're looking for one of the three sisters is the Lord Regent's mistress, but we don't know which one. And so we gotta figure that out. But luckily, it's a masquerade party, so everyone's going to be wearing masks. So we're going to blend right in, actually. This is one of the most interesting parts of the game. It might be one of my favorite levels, actually, because it brings such a unique dynamic to it. And also this level is dark, creepy, has a very foreboding atmosphere, and really sucks you into the tone of the game.
Once you get to the party, that mask of yours let you blend right in. Enjoy your evening out with the folk of quality. Better you than me.
Alright, we have a new enemy type to deal with, tall boys. If you are doing a no upgrades run like I am, and a no kills run, avoid them at all costs. They are extremely dangerous. They will tear you to shreds if you alert them to your presence. And they actually have, because they're on stilts, they have quite a wide field of view, so they can see you from a great distance and also from a great height as well. If you're trying to hide above them, a lot of times they'll still see you on higher elevations, so they're extremely dangerous. Best ways to deal with them, though, if you're doing a combat run, I'll discuss when I actually do a combat run. But I'll go over a few methods now. You can use explosive bolts for they fire explosive bolts from a bow at you, but you can fire explosive bolts from a crossbow at them, or you can use the wind blast to fire their bolts back at them. You can blink near their torso to stab them and various other things as well, along with grenades and spring razors, the like.
Have you ever been inside?
Never. Oh, there went my invitation.
Oh dear, would you look at that? Oh, I'll just pick that up. Wouldn't want it to go to waste, now would we?
Oh yes, they're going to wear the same costume in different colors.
Invitation, please.
Another of their
Why, yes, I have my invitation right here.
I suppose we've no choice but to play.
It's going to be brilliant.
It's going to be inexpressibly
Right
hot.
this way, sir.
If you're not going to have fun,
Thank you very
you
much.
should go home.
I'll struggle off once we locate the body.
So yeah, this is a totally neutral zone. We can put away our weapons,
As
and we
much
can
as you
just
take
kind
in
of sit and
being
listen
Shall we
to
go
the
in?
interesting
My
dialogue
sister
and
went
lore
into
going
an
on in
outback
this
of
world
crime.
here.
Well, I'm going to catch plague and die waiting out here.
I'm sure she'd like that.
Why don't you wait here, as any gentleman would, and we'll go inside and make nasty remarks about Emma's style, or lack of it.
Well, we know I'm no gentleman, so you might as well make them here.
You have to feel sorry for her. She's only here to ask for a handout.
She must be desperate. When have the Boyles ever given anything away? Maybe she...
Look at that mask. Sick bastard.
Well, you don't have a mask
Another
like
party
this.
game. It
They're
was
just
fun
jealous.
for a season, but now...
What is it tonight?
Yes, which is...
Alright, so the other arrow there points to the outside patio area where Lord Shaw is, the guy that Pendleton told us about. We're actually going to be ignoring that side quest in this run because, like I said, this run I don't necessarily have to do the side quest for it to feel complete to me. And also,
I should have taught him some manners.
you have to... What happens when you go talk to him is you have to
A party like this, anyone
do a duel with him where you draw your pistols and shoot at each other. You can use bend time and sleep darts if you want to knock him out unconscious instead of killing him in a no-kills run. But I just think it's a waste. I would just not even bother to communicate with him at all because the reward that you get from Pendleton for doing the side quest is not really anything that'll be of use to you in a no upgrades run. So just not even going to bother. I really like this though. This is a nice change of pace from the rest of the game. There's a particular person we're looking for. I believe he just walked past me. That's going to give us the non-lethal objective for this. This though, actually non-lethal is much easier than lethal. I actually have not done this lethal, but I cannot even begin to imagine what this would be like to have absolute chaos break out in the middle of this party. I'd really like to try it. There you are.
I know your mission tonight. We must speak privately.
Doing all right there?
What business do you have with me?
I'm a friend of Pendleton's, and I've done a few favors for your cause. I know your purpose here tonight, and how to say this, your target is the woman I love. I swear that if you'll bring her to me unharmed, you will never hear of her again. There's a cellar directly below the kitchen. I'll wait for you there. I'm not proud of this, but surely it's better than seeing her killed. Her name is Waverly. I won't harm her, I swear. I'm a man of means. Just bring her to the cellar, and I will keep her safe with me. Forever.
Well, I'm not really sure who this guy is, but he looks like someone we can trust. And he's identified... Ooh, there's a Lady Boyle right there, but we don't know if it's the right one.
Welcome to my party. I don't believe you've had...
There's three sisters, and they're all wearing the same identical outfits in different colors. But the question is, in the game that they like to play with our guests, is who is who. So there's a red, black, and white one. There's the white one there. We need to figure out which one is Waverly. Waverly is the one we're looking for, and it's random actually. And the times you play through it, it'll be random. Last time I did it, it was the white one. I actually don't know who it's going to be this time, so we'll just have to see. I'm looking for now a lady with a fly mask because she's a big fan of this party, and she has a hunch as to who it might be. Also, there she is. I find this hysterical, this guy wearing this whale mask next to her.
I'd be so grateful.
No, Mrs. White, I presume. Let me go grab you a drink real quick, and we will discuss
against the Lord
this. Oh, that's a massive sturgeon there. Yes, that's disgusting.
Some of them will be great. The Boyles, at least.
No, it's just like they found crystals on their back.
There's already a glass in place there, so you don't need to
Excuse me.
Should we gather for whiskey and
actually pick one up.
Chances
Alright, so we have a
are
drink for her and for myself.
Has arrived. Delightful.
If you do start a fight in here, be very careful, because in addition to the multiple guards around here, there's also overseers with the magic music box of death that interrupts all your powers.
Now, how can I thank you? Are you playing Lady Boyle's guessing game? Well, I know for a fact that Waverly's in black tonight. In mourning for her reputation, I expect. Additionally, Lydia's in white.
Ah, so it looks like Waverly's the one in black this time.
Well,
Evening,
what is
madam.
it? Oh, really? Tell me. Well done.
Pay very close attention to the dialogue choices I'm doing here.
For the cameo.
I don't know if there's a way to fail this. I'm sure there is, but I'm not being too direct. I'm not trying to threaten her. I'm trying to reassure her. So.
What do you mean you'll save my life? What? Why? Who sent you?
I don't know if this is foolproof. I just know this is what worked for me this particular
Now,
time.
what is this about?
Calm down, madam. There isn't time to spare. We must go. So we need to find the stairs that allow us to access the kitchen, and beneath that allow us to access the wine cellar, where the boat is that runs in the river underneath the building. If I can find the bloody place.
Will our sisters in the oracular order make a pronouncement regarding the plague soon?
Yeah, she's following me correctly. Normally, there's a wall of light protecting the upstairs areas. I believe there's runes and bone charms and other things you can get on the upstairs levels. But you'd have to find some way to sneak your way up there or get past this guy right here. Maybe if you were to use, like, Possession or something, or Bend Time, you could, yeah, if you use Bend Time to get past that guy, you could probably pull it off. But I wouldn't recommend it. I'd have to have some more practice to figure out how exactly to get up there. Maybe that wall of light could be used if you were trying to kill her. This is another one of those things where I can't help but feel like her fate is worse than death in this case. Come on, there we go. Come on, knock her out. There we go. You're here to deliver her unharmed to this man in the boat, and he's gonna take her far away. Honestly, yeah, like I said, this fate is pretty awful because it's like, we don't know if she is even consenting to this fate. Like, she might be like, oh my god, this creeper is kidnapping me and he's going to do horrible things to me.
Oh, my love.
But whatever.
Someday you will understand.
It's none of our business.
You'll never know how happy you've made me. Someday she'll learn to appreciate me. After all, she'll have her whole life.
Best of luck to you both. Another one bites the dust.